Hello everybody. We're right back into it. And now it's trial time. Make sure everything's good on this end. Are we up? Let's see. Alrighty. I don't know where this is going. How random people are dying. Alright. Let's do this. More what ifs in this one than the last one. Oh, did we? Whoa. Byakuga and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together? Just the two of you? What? Are you jealous?
Hey.
Or are you making some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself?
What?
Stop talking and brace yourselves. He'll be here any minute. Any second. Of course you had to mix it up. Any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for 5 full minutes waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma shown up yet?
Could it be?
Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep waiting here, or what?
What?
Jeez. Did I scare you?
Come on.
I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait like that? What? I made you wait? You've got it all backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh?
In other words,
I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punch someone making us all wait, right? If we all agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
hey,
I'm here, and no rules have been broken. Kyoko! Kyoko, you're still alive? No, that's a ghost. Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of that fun for later, right?
What?
But is it okay? There's no particular penalty for being late?
is that right?
I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. Oh, whoops, sorry. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko! So you really didn't die?
Indeed.
Of course I didn't die. Oh, I'm glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? Oh my god. He's right. Now we gotta deal with a ghost. I told you, stop talking.
Let's go.
Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we wait too long.
But
I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Kyoko? Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So...
correct.
I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. The second floor?
That's right.
There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that.
Whew.
I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, when did you find out?
So...
Just now. I finished my search and came back down just in time to hear the class trial announcement. It took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to the trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late.
However...
I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
wrong.
Actually, to be precise, not quite.
In other words...
I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What? Kyoko's account. Okay.
Just a second!
Hey! What are you doing? Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma! Excuses. So sunburned you can't even tell when it's time to come watch the stream. We can go over all the details after we get through the trial. Okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation.
It would seem...
Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. A class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would you say it's a crucial moment for her?
Goodbye.
Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. It's just... I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Kyoko's fine. She was in the second floor dorms where there's no cameras or anything, so she didn't hear the announcement. And then by the time she did hear the announcement, she wanted to go check the crime scene so she knew what was up. You are now caught up. Alright. Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. And the doors slid shut. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with prepping for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. Dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes, but it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. Ooh, very bright. Goodness gracious. It was the blinding light of despair. Good lord. Oh, what is this room?
I can't wait!
This room is hideous. I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed.
Thrills! Chills! Kills!
Let's get on with the show! Oh boy, here we go. And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. One bar being an I told you so. Okay, let's see. Memories float back. Kyoko is gone and a mysterious mess body. I don't know what that's about. Okay, do I have everything? I don't think I got any new ones. No cursing? What if the characters curse? Monokuma. Okay. Okay. All rise. Okay.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will
Oh,
graduate.
goodness, sorry.
Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim.
We have no idea.
First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
Bro, you are so dumb.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost.
Oh my lord.
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
How has he not died?
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right?
She's right here.
Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
Fake nails, tattoo on her hand. One important trait Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her. Her gloves, I
I
guess.
got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
No, she had very long fake nails.
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
It's fair, but her hands weren't burnt.
I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
He is the worst comic relief ever. There's no way that corpse was Kyoko. If I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here and the case won't move forward. So I don't have any choice but to... Oh great, because I'm so good at these. Tattoo on the right hand, exploded body analysis, fake nails. Gosh, I could be any of them.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
Yeah.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Okay, that's
Then
one
she
down.
was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Oh, wait.
That corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
Yes. I'm guessing the exploded body because her hands weren't burned at all. Maybe that's it? I'm not quite sure.
Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Can I speed you up? I don't remember.
Okay, then prove it.
Oops.
Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Oh, there it is.
Wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
No? Okay. Oh, maybe the tattoo. But would Kyoko take her gloves off though?
That Kyoko there is just a
I have no
ghost.
idea.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it.
Prove she the dead body
They got burnt up.
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
No? What the heck?
Shoot,
Is it the fake nails? Did I just overthink it?
Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Can't wear
Impossible.
gloves with fake nails, I guess?
Okay,
I don't know.
Prove it.
The dead body
They got burnt up in the...
Then she was wearing gloves.
Well,
Yeah, she must have.
Ah, alright then.
no, it's wrong.
I'm not very smart tonight. It's gonna be a
No.
long trial.
There's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Yeah, man. Get out of here.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Can we just throw Hero out of this?
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim?
Oh my lord.
First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
You can wear gloves over nails, but it's really uncomfortable. And you run the risk of the nails cutting through the glove. Or ruining the nail in the first place. So it's usually not something you want unless you have no choice. Before anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from there. What did Bakugan say? I wasn't paying attention. Sprinklers, exploded body analysis, and tattoo on the right hand. Okay.
If Kyoko really is still alive,
Oh my lord, drop it.
then who died?
That's what we're trying to figure out, man.
I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition.
Yes.
And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body...
No!
Oh, I did it.
There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What?
Oh.
For real? If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Coco, shush.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
Dude, you're weird.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog? Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
Look, Hiro and Toko, just toss them.
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
If you compare the tattoo to other information we have, the victim's identity should become clear. Let's see. Is it this one? Someplace after it. No. This one? Okay, I think it's this one.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is the wolf. Oh, do I have to spell it? Dog, wolf. Why did we need to do that? Why couldn't I just say the wolf?
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
Oh, maybe that's what she's here for.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right.
He doesn't usually butt in.
Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? Now we have to have a true last trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
I do too. I remember when they used to be in every con ever. I wonder with Danganronpa getting some new stuff if they're gonna come back around.
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
Then who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed. Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
Wait, the last time you messed up half the trial.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost.
He's butting in a lot more than normal.
Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I don't think your family name is worth much there, Byakugan.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation.
The way he talks keeps changing.
Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
Nope! There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then
Alright,
one of
OneBar.
us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible
Me
suspects.
and Kyoko.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Based on what we know, there can only be two suspects.
I got it!
It's me and Kyoko.
Put it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must
Does
have
that
taken
count if we
place
killed someone in
after
our
I
sleep?
left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
I was seriously sick and bed.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
I do. Always.
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at, well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
We already figured that out.
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
So what time? 9
I
o'clock.
got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Yeah, I'm real confused, man. Yeah, we went through this last time. Blah, 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 9 o'clock.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
Yeah, it's almost 12 hours.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around...
7, like normal.
Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Right. And I don't have an alibi. The murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m., and I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. Okay then, looks like the game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, then I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. Yeah, OneBarIt's got it. To do that, I have to make it... Oh goodness. Sorry. It's been a hectic day. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. There's a lot that can go into this one. Sprinklers explode the body and its fragments near the dead body. I think it was... I don't know.
We've established a time frame
Oops,
for the
that's
murder.
not in it.
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
Okay, so I know it's sprinklers. I just don't know which time I need to hit. Okay, so maybe the 7:30 one?
We've established a time frame
Yeah,
for the
I'm
murder.
certain it's sprinklers.
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, so I'm thinking it's a 7.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
No? Well, crap. That's what makes it worse. But the sprinklers happened at 7 in the morning.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock.
This feels weird. Sometimes the way the logic leaps in this one is a little odd.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on! I remember this part perfectly.
When you
The
exploded?
body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Aw, hun. You got thrown.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How?
Because I threw water on it.
Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet?
Oh my
How
lord.
dare you spew such indecent words?
Mouth down
I'm saying that
south.
the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Her logic leaps make no sense.
Man, they're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
I need to prove that it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toko with certain evidence. That should do it. If we look at the body itself, that should make it clear. I mean, she's trying, but she keeps murdering everyone. Oh no! I don't remember these.
I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I
No,
admit nothing.
I'm not trying to
I
blame
hate
you.
No, no, no! I don't know anything! Hold on! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no!
Look at it.
How can you say it wasn't the
This should prove it.
I mean, would you want to throw that a bone? Look at her. She's crazy. She murders people in
Just
her spare
remember what
time.
the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers.
It was on
The
fire.
top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
Bro.
I'm so sick of her.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because
It was on fire. Bakugan asked me to put her
while
out.
the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good
I mean,
for you.
I guess. I don't really have an alibi. I just wasn't there when they died.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi
Oh,
is
now we
Kyoko.
gotta save Kyoko. I don't know how to do that. Kyoko's the only one without an alibi. Which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone? That's...
I'd just like to say one thing.
Okay.
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
Okay.
Which is why I can't let that happen.
Okay? Yeah, I'm with Makoto. What?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
I'm so confused.
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me?
Yes?
Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Monokuma really never butts in this much.
Shut up, you!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Which is...
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything.
Okay, but we could all have a reason to want to kill her then.
So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
It's a really slim motive.
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
Why would you kill the mastermind and not have them, you know, help you leave?
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Bro, really?
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
Are you just throwing me under the bus, Kyoko?
What are you?
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
So mean.
Interesting. I'm listening.
Are we just gonna do this back and forth thing?
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
Certain something at the scene was used to cover the body? Could it have been...
I got it.
I mean, she's not wrong, but like,
You're talking
bro.
about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did.
I mean... I guess?
The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water.
That makes no sense. I'm sorry. I have worked with tarps, and getting a tarp wet does not make it dirty.
The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
I think Kyoko got hit in the head.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Bro, I thought we were friends. What the heck? This is Sayaka all over again. Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp. It used the way Kyoko said. The tarp must have touched the body, right? Ugh. But the body...
Wait, something's not right.
Okay. It's very mysterious there, one bar.
And what might that be?
I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm a killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. Body before the explosion, exploded body analysis. None of that helps.
By covering the body with the tarp,
Did Makoto really do it? Thanks,
killer
brain.
prevented it from getting wet.
Maybe this one?
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
No? Oh, ah, boy.
Shoot!
Maybe I should just watch it all the way
By
through
covering
first.
the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
Dude, I'm
It's
so
'cause that
confused.
side was protected from the water.
Right?
Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Oh, I couldn't get through it. Dang it. Okay, hold on. I got it. I got it. Byakuya even warned us not to touch it to avoid getting any blood on us.
By
Okay,
covering
hold on.
The body with the killer
I think I got it.
So the reason that is because the spring, but the underside, it was totally
It's because that side
I
was
love their
protected from
chipmunk
the water.
voices.
Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
Okay, there we go.
No, it's wrong.
No, you're wrong. I love the way he says that.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right?
Okay, so I'm curious. So this whole time, I thought the little bit of red that's under the mask was their hair. But I'm thinking that when this was originally drawn, someone didn't use magenta and actually used red, so that's blood that went all the way through. But I'm not entirely sure. Regardless, it looks weird.
Yakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you.
And ew, you don't want nasty blood on you. Gross.
If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
So many diseases, man.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Thus washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
What?
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Okay. What? The blood was camouflage? What the heck does that mean?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
That's a little hardcore, but okay.
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
The nurse's office.
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time.
Okay.
The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Oh no, the chicken! They got blood from right there in the garden? Which must mean... No! Not the chicken!
I got it! Would
No!
have been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens.
My poor beautiful chickens! If you guys didn't know, chickens are one of my favorite animals. I love chickens so much.
But after the murder, there were only 4.
You can ask OneBar. I love chickens.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
The poor chicken.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
Hina! They're arguing about chickens. Chickens, OneBar.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it.
Dude, I'm so confused
The
right now.
ground was completely clean.
Okay, so that must be their hair then.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
No.
I think so.
No, I even made a note of it.
Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
I mean, it's a jacket. Baby chickies! I love chickens. You didn't send me any pictures? One bar.
Then that settles it.
I'll send you pictures when I see a cute dog. Rude.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off.
Okay.
But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body. The coat they'd already covered in blood.
Okay.
This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred.
You're fine. Unless you just have to go back, don't worry about it. I'll just steal no chicken pictures.
They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Couldn't you have just hidden the tool shed?
Huh? They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Weird. I'm tired.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
I was following behind you.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
Bro, why are you throwing me under the bus?
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
Sure, it's possible, but I didn't do it.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
Dude, what the heck? I have defended you every single day. And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. Disguised dead body has been added.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one.
Oh, great.
Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Okay, Two-Face, get out of here.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No.
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Okay.
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and bent?
Crap. Us not opening our mouth comes back to bite us in the butt.
One we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
We gave the knife to us. So Makoto has the knife and he didn't open his mouth.
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then why did you hide that fact?
I didn't. I just didn't say anything.
It's not that I hid it. It's just...
Well... Couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. Thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed.
Really? Will you go away?
The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Can we get some duct tape? Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. Dude, how weird would it be if we actually did kill someone and we're desperately trying to prove we didn't? Disguised dead body.
The
Okay.
knife we found lodged in the dead body.
Maybe this one?
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Yes.
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
Oh,
So there's no question. You took that
Maybe
knife
this
of
one?
yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Oh, really? Don't even start. We've all established that the coat was put on the body after the tarp was removed, which means when the knife was thrust through the coat into the body.
The knife
Okay.
we
Oh,
found
that's not
lodged
what I
in the
meant.
dead body.
It's the same one we
Okay,
gave to
I
Makoto.
think it's this
It
one.
really is, isn't it? I was
Yeah,
afraid of
that's
that.
what I'm thinking.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes...
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
No, not that one. Great, I'm gonna have to figure out which one. I mean, I know she was
The
already
knife we
dead.
found lodged in the dead body.
Maybe it's this one?
It's the same one we...
It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that seals it. Just because I had the knife, that automatically makes...
Well, getting stabbed is what...
Okay, this guy's dead body. 'Cause I didn't know. I know she got hit over the head.
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
Yeah, right, one bar. They can stab twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The exact condition of the body was written down for everyone to see. Okay. Body. Oh, is it this one? No, not that one. I'm guessing it's just a normal Monokuma file.
I got it!
Is it this one?
The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
I mean, right now she's playing this, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that.
Look, I'm really out of it. It's been a long couple days.
Then the knife
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer.
Always says hi? What are you talking about?
They probably stabbed her to draw attention away
Oh,
from what
okay.
actually killed her. Exploding the body
Look at
afterward
Toko.
was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her.
You're good.
It was all the killer's attempt to destroy
Aw,
all
hi, Nightbot.
evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but
Okay.
what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
No.
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
Okay. There's only one explanation I can think of for the explosion. It's this one, right?
I got it.
Just want to double check, because I haven't
After the
been super
explosion,
smart.
we found a tiny fragment. of
Tiny
something
fragment.
on
That
the
thing was
ground near the body,
huge.
right? That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural. Because, of course,
See, I told you. Hero needs duct tape and set in a corner. Think
we
about
saw
how
the same
annoying he
thing
is.
when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Yep.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto.
Oh, now the blame's back on Kyoko.
And the only one who would benefit from that
Bum bum bum.
is the only other possible suspect.
This backstabbing hoe.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
Dude, she's thrown you under the bus every chance she gets. Why? Why are you doing this?
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. We need to concentrate. Bruh, concentration is not my forte right now. Monokuma file number 5. Apparently that's all I got.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right?
Right.
And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
The knife was a cover-up and all those other wounds on her body weren't fresh. Which only leaves... Dude, what am I missing? What the heck am I disputing? All of those were literally facts.
Then
What am I
shall we
missing?
continue the debate?
Okay,
The
but what am I
victim's fatal
absorbing?
Injury has yet to
This one? I don't remember how to absorb. Is it triangle?
be determined, correct?
Nope. Yes, triangle?
Explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was
Maybe I'm
already totally
disproving
dead when that happened.
Byakugan?
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Don't
more than
think
that,
so.
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire
No.
body.
Okay. You think it's fatal injuries blow to the back of her head?
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The
Yeah, I
explosion
guess.
didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't me then.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on
No,
the back
dude,
of her
what
head.
the heck am I supposed to do right here?
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across
Look,
her
I just did
entire
exactly
body.
what you said, and it didn't give it to me. So what do you want from me? One bar, focus. You're not helping right now. I need you to use your big brain and help me figure out, because other way around? So I just tried it your way. Hey, I did it the exact way you said. We both know my brain does not work.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't me then.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back.
And more than that, the victim
yeah.
had suffered countless wounds across her Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's
Fatal injury has yet to be determined.
correct?
Nope.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Heck.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't me because of the knife, right? Then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that,
Dude, what am I
victim
doing
had
wrong?
suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Maybe I missed? I have been
Shall we
known to
continue
miss.
the debate? The victim's
Let's
fatal
try this again.
injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion
Let's
didn't
try
kill her.
his and
And it wasn't me then.
Heroes,
Oh yeah.
just in case I missed.
That's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
Okay, not that one. Okay, just double checking.
Then shall we continue the debate?
So now I need Heroes, and we'll try Byakugan's again in case I missed.
And it wasn't me then.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was evidence
That showed she was hit on the and more than that, the victim
We all know I
suffered
can't aim,
countless
so
wounds across her entire.
sorry, we're gonna have to hear this 800 times.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's
Fatal injury has yet to be determined.
determined.
Okay, oh, well, I guess I just missed. I don't know.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
Dude, I almost died. The chair, like, fell backwards.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
Hammer?
The
Pickaxe?
Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Okay.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
That's what I thought too.
How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, what if you hit him with the wooden end and not the pickaxey end?
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
Oh no, I'm Hero!
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I mean, she'd do us all a favor.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
Okay, can we focus?
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
Okay.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
I have a thought.
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon?
I'm not sure though, because it was a blow to the back of the head. A real murder weapon. There's only one other weapon we've seen the entire time, and that's these guys.
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something. And that's what killed her.
But a titanium arrow would have gone through her neck.
And that something was
Or embedded itself in her
the
skull.
titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
Arrow. That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
And I feel like even if you just hit them... Relax, one bar.
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
I still, even if you took that and swung as hard as you could, I don't think it would kill someone.
Are you sure? That sounds kind of weird.
Arrows are really thin.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
Okay, you and Hero need to go sit in a corner.
I'm not backtalking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
Blame Tina for doubting it because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. It's an arrow, bro. Bloody duct tape, woodblock key, titanium arrows. Okay.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right?
Yes?
I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to Master!
Woman?
You have no right!
If it was just that titanium arrow, it wouldn't be nearly thick enough. Which is why...
The titanium arrow. It was
Duct
in
tape,
the dojo
maybe?
locker,
With it
right?
being too thin? Just duct tape them
I
all
have
together?
No doubt that was the murder weapon.
Dude, that's the weirdest murder weapon.
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
What are you talking about, one bar?
Monokuma file, it said the weapon
What about
must have been
murder
about
bear
as thick
arrows?
as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
No, that's wrong.
What are murder bear arrows? What are you talking about?
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape. The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together.
Okay.
Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe.
Guess?
And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks.
One stick is weak, but put them together and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Ape apart, weak. Ape together, strong.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? You even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker,
Kyoko had the key in her room.
it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no.
Yes, you have. I'm calling bull on that one.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer.
Well, she my friend, kind of, I think. Even though she keeps throwing me under the bus.
You know what will happen if you do, don't you?
Caesar strong.
If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all. Remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
I told you you were wrong, one bar. But you just wouldn't drop it. I have evidence? Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo. It must be connected to the dojo locker. It's the key. Where is it?
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
It was in your room.
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Yeah.
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is
What
just
part? I
one
love
little
you.
piece of the puzzle.
Need some. Where are we going? Little Dora up in here.
Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime.
This is really not looking good for Kyoko.
This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
A little bit.
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just... There's one more thing I need to ask her.
Okay.
Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there? That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
What?
Dude, I'm so confused. She was protecting me? Then does that mean she... Did you actually kill them? She knew I was being attacked. And she came to my rescue? Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko... She killed someone for me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
You have her room key. Byakuya should know better than anyone. What does that mean? Cause he still has her room key. When the body was found. That makes no sense. Gonna be another absorb one, isn't there?
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer.
Okay.
You should understand that more than anyone here.
Goodness, they're all getting blocked.
What are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
I mean, he probably would.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
I'm gonna grab that one.
Is that what you're saying?
You
don't know
stated
why.
a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room.
Ooh. Wait, no, I want to grab that one. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Sorry. I meant to grab that one, not shoot it.
Those words you just spoke.
I think that's
What do you
the
mean?
one I need.
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Grab the wrong one.
What are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
I mean, he would. Oh no.
Is that what you stated a theory earlier? You said I hid the evidence of my crime and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Maybe? How'd you get into my room? Because pretty sure I locked it.
Those words you just
Okay,
spoke.
gave her key
What
to
are you
Byakuya.
exactly? I'm not, but you should
So-
understand.
Byakuya.
What are you? Master would never hide something from
This
me!
one?
There's proof that you aren't the
Okay,
No, that's wrong.
I can do it. My brain don't work so great, but I can do it.
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her room.
Okay. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I don't remember either, and I can't find any of the
Why not?
controls online.
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant.
I love how he just forgets that. Oh no,
And if
I was
had
so
the key to your
wrong.
room,
Then obviously I had no way of getting in.
But again, you got into my room. How?
Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the locker key in there myself.
Or just done it before you gave him the key.
Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
Really? You're not even gonna say that?
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction what Kyoko just told us. An obvious lie. This just isn't like her. To try and save herself is such a desperate lie. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? Which time? If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of the school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. Okay, so we saw all this. Mastermind's trap. The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko? But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... The mastermind's trap. The victim was Muguro and Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? Mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if the risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? She says that a lot. What do I do? Run away. I'm out. I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. There has to be a reason she said that, but why? Okay. I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here. Something that has to do with the mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it.
I guess.
I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
Too late, OneBar.
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time.
Okay, if you guys want to see whatever the alternate ending is, just let me know, and I will play it through for you guys once we beat this game. Then you can all see what the alternate ending was.
I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of.
I did check my phone, OneBar.
Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
The only safe spot I have is before the trial started. I don't feel like doing an hour and 20-minute long trial again.
What?
You can. Just revert save. Isn't that what you said?
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong.
Oh no. I've doomed us. Did I? I genuinely don't remember, guys. I have the worst memory.
Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Okay, look. If everything works out tomorrow... I can't read, OneBar! The baby is supposed to go hang out with Grandma for a while. If that is the case, I will run back through the trial, right to where the choice is. Start a stream just so you can all see what the bad ending is. And move on. I can just reload a save. I just won't save over it.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be
Then why are you throwing such a fit about it?
Okay, time's up!
Really? He doesn't do that.
Huh? Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
Dude, we look messed up.
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Dude, who am I supposed to vote for?
Voting time?
What the heck? I don't know how this is scored. One bar. I'm sorry. I'll do it tomorrow. And in fact, before this goes up, I will edit this into this whole stream just so you can all see it.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
I will combine the two streams just so you'll stop being a big old baby. Or I'll just title it Extra 1 or something.
Hey, hold on!
Seriously, dude, look at her face.
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I'm sorry, you're out of town. I edit the videos. I didn't even get to vote. What the heck? Oh no! Well, been a good run, guys. Seriously? What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone. Good job.
Yep.
Yeah, they got it right. No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey!
It makes perfect sense.
Shing!
It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way.
Chills! Chills! Kills!
It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. Wait, why do I... Whoa, bro. Why is she mad? Kyoko?
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
What the heck is happening right now? Kono's been found guilty? I didn't do anything! Oh boy. Did I goof? Did you lie to me, One Bar? Ooh, I don't like this. He's explaining to me how the whole thing works. Oh, I don't like it. Oh, oh boy. Well, this isn't gonna be pretty. After school lesson. My little red Converse. Are we like trapped at this desk or could we move? What happens if you run away from your execution? Like everyone just kind of accepts it. Oh boy. Oh. Dude, that would be terrifying. Chihiro! Dude, at this point we've like peed our pants. Ooh, Monokuma looks surprised. Okay, but this is still a long fall with a desk we're like, trapped to, I guess? Dude, we're dead no matter what. What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that? Yeah, it had to be.
This is...
Alter ego. Alter ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it all to hell, I don't believe this.
It would seem...
It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words,
What I'm saying is you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. That stupid virus is gone now, got it, and so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage strewn pit, in a way that's even a better special punishment. It's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Is he gone? Hey Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time. Huh?
In other words,
No, it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
I mean, that works.
so...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. What's with the upbeat music all of a sudden? Massive high school towers over all the other buildings in the bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable. A government-funded school of privilege. They said if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend this school. One, you have to already be attending high school. Two, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student can enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. What the heck is going on? What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? This isn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Dude, I'm so confused right now. Ah, trash heap. Finally. Could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again. And then... I was awake? Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare? No, this isn't a dream. I could tell, because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast, dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit? Heck of a situation to find myself in. That was just the beginning of my problems. Was I gonna be stuck in there till I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good Fred went through to save me. I remembered all too well what had happened. Alright, I'm gonna end it here because I don't know when I'm gonna get a chance to save. And I feel like the next time we stream this, it'll be the end. Okay. Very carefully. Not save over the pre-trial prep. So I can go back and show you guys the bad ending after we beat the game. That's what we'll do. We will beat the game and then we will go back through so that we can get the bad end. And then everyone will be happy. No whining. One bar. Oh man. Thank you guys for all tuning in. And I think we're gonna finish this next time. That should be fun. Might be a midday stream, we'll see. Depending on what time the baby decides to get up tomorrow and if Grandma's still up for it. Regardless, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And we'll put this whole case to rest. Good night, everybody.